All right. Jibatong versus Sneaky Koala on Arabia. Berbers versus Teutons. That's an interesting matchup. Okay. This is actually the same matchup as the final of Red Bull Wallow 4. Yeah? Theory versus Viper. Berbers versus Teutons. Very interesting one. Can go either way. I think the guys before that game were saying Berbers are better than Teutons, and I think they're probably kind of are. They get the spam of cavalry, and also the camel archer feels like it should just beat the Teutons straight up, but we all know what happened in that final game. So yeah, Teutons definitely a strong civ if played properly. We've already seen them today get a win against the Magyars, another civ which we said could give the Teutons some difficulty with the cav archer play. Yeah, anything can happen, but I love watching the Teutons. Yeah, it's gonna be Sneaky Koala here in blue as the Teutons. And he's going to push in some zebra. We can talk about the maps a little bit. One is okay for Sneaky Koala. He has safe berries, safe gold. Wood lines at the back feel pretty good as well. So might even consider walling himself into the bottom corner of the map here, like a wall to here, a wall across, and a wall down here as well. And that will give him safe stone, safe gold, safe wood. Then he can expand out later on. His other golds are very far forward, and his stone is forward as well. But let's see. Let's see what he goes for here. We don't know too much about the style of these players, but we've seen games from them that are just complete chaos. So let's see if they play open. But I think Sneaky Koala will be kind of happy with his base. Jibatong, on the other hand, has very forward gold underneath a hill for the second game in a row, and very forward berries for under a hill for the second game in a row. The rest of his gold is crazy exposed. Look how far away this is. What does he have on the back of his base? Wood. And that's it. So yeah, we might see some shenanigans from Jibatong. In the last game, we saw him laming the boar early on, but right now he's not doing that. He's just content to push in his ostrich and deer. Ostrich and deer? I don't know what. Ostrich and zebra. And yeah. Gonna come out here now, probably assuming that his deer are here correctly. Yeah, he's done a good job scouting. This goat is working overtime in scouting, so well done. Okay, let's see if he goes forward now. It's probably gonna be a scouts opening from him. Obviously, both civs are kind of cavalry civ, let's say, but Berbers a bit more flexible in their cavalry play, right? They get camel, they also get hussar. Teutons, really, it's just the knight line. That's their strongest. They don't even get light cav, obviously don't get camel, but are really strong with that extra melee armor. Yeah, so let's look at the scouting for blue. Going back to a very safe wood line over here. And yeah. Hasn't scouted out where his opponent is. Did push some ostrich of his own. And where's this villager going? I guess gonna start walling. Yeah, he just wants to get big walls up, take this late maybe, where Teutons really, really shine. Teutons, I think, have a really weak point in feudal age maybe against faster civs. Like civs that can get up a bit faster than them. But once they get their eco rolling with the cheaper farms, it just feels so smooth playing as the Teutons. But let's see. A lot can happen. A lot can happen. And as Sean pointed out in the last game, we saw the Teutons. Archers can feel very strong for them, so kind of counterintuitively, archers can be good for the Teutons because your farms are cheaper, so you have leftover wood or spare wood, let's say, which you can then use for archers without idling your food eco or without getting your food eco rolling a bit faster. Okay. So no barracks yet for Sneaky Koala. It's gonna be super late, so he hits feudal age. His barracks is just coming up now, so again, can't drop his second building if he wants to. The Berber player is up as well and is getting a stable up, getting double bidax, and this is going to be scouts opening. And yeah, generally when there's forward resources like this, you need to be more aggressive because it's harder to defend your base, so you need to make the game happen in your opponent's base. And yeah, red with the tougher job of walling as well. Looks like he's going to go for kind of a very small base here, just around towards his TC on this side, but doesn't feel good at all for red. Really needs to be aggressive here, and it looks like blue is going for these big boy walls across the front of his base. And yeah, I like it. Reminds me of a Brontosaurus game where he had a beautiful map at the bottom. Anyway, scouts for red gonna run in, and yeah, you can't really leave a hole in front of your TC against scouts, but none of this is walled anyway, so it hardly matters. And yeah, red going for this really awkward, ugly walls around his base. Reset the style points. So a spear and some scouts for red coming across the map, arriving at blue's base. Blue just gonna sit on top of this hill. He has a spear of his own on the way. Needs to be careful that there's no holes here. I don't think there is, but yeah, he needs to really get these walls down in front. It's a mistake. Like, I'm just going to call it a mistake from now on. Against scouts to leave a hole in front of your TC. As the scouts will run in anyway, because nothing's walled. And yeah. But let's see how much damage red can get done here. Blue just hanging around, trying to cut off any reinforcements, but there's spears coming across the map, so not fantastic. Trying to finish these walls. Over here he's fully walled. Okay. Spear's gonna fight it out here. Scouts trying to get on top of the hill. Villager fighting the spear. Good micro here. Microing away the weak scout. It goes down anyway, so yeah, good reactions by red there to snipe that scout. Blue is trying to micro it away. Okay. And blue should complete these walls, and red will be trapped in here with his scouts, which never feels ideal. What's happening here? Villager, no. Why would this happen? Villager just stops working. Okay. Tough. Blue trying to react to these scouts, trying to save his villagers, while also, yeah, should be trying to get these walls down. And red, did he click inside? Yeah, he clicked inside. Ah, yeah, this is the other reason why you leave the hole, right? Because it means that if your opponent tries to click inside, they'll path past your TC instead of finding the holes in your walls. But still, the scout got in for free. There's barely any HP lost there. As it looks like 2 villagers went down here. Yeah, 2 villager eco KD for red. So really nice play by him. Yeah. And we'll still have a few scouts alive. Still open over here. Blue has noticed finally. That's really annoying. Why did that villager stop working? Maybe he was attacked and that kind of reset him or something. But red can just path through here, no problem. Yeah, takes a bit of damage, but just escapes. It's fine. And now we can use these scouts later on to scout the map. He's not fully walled himself, though, and he's going to switch into archers. Blue now has the lead with scouts, so he's going to continue to chase these 2 guys around. Red just buying himself time to get these walls up, walling with 2 villagers. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, blue has completed this beautiful base with gold and safe stone and safe wood behind as well. He'll be feeling all right here. But yeah, what do the Teutons do against Berbers? Berbers obviously with more mobility, and Camel Archer is just a better cav archer against slow moving cavalry, which the Teutons have. So it feels tough for the Teutons here if the Berbers can get into that composition of just maybe, I don't know, pikes and camel archer. But let's see. Anything can happen. Sneaky Koala so far hasn't been very sneaky. He's playing this very standard, and has got a very big safe base for himself. Has plenty of scouts though, so let's see if he tries to sneak one of these inside the base. I think he just needs to try and click inside. I don't see any holes in red's base. And you can never be sure though on hills like this. It can be pretty brutal, but yeah, I think he's probably tried to click in already. Now he's just going to pressure the walls a bit. Both players really identical eco at the moment, really similar, but red with 2 villager kills, but with 1 villager worth of idle TC time. So yeah, traded all that scout micro for 2 villager kills, but lost some TC time of his own. So yeah, that wasn't ideal, but still ahead, right? Is he? Yes, 1 villager ahead. Okay, so blue clicks up to the next age. He's going to drop a second stable, so he's going to open with knights. Scouts into knights feels very tasty with Teutons. Really, really strong. Your knights are instantly stronger than your opponent because of that extra melee armor, and just dropping the farms as you want because they're cheaper feels really smooth. As long as you have good access to gold, which he does, really safe, then it's going to feel really nice. Let's see how many TCs he tries to drop behind this as well. Getting bloodlines now will probably pick up the first armor. Well, maybe not because he's the Teuton, so doesn't need to do it straight away. But can certainly afford to do it now if he wants to. Okay. The tree in the middle of the farms grows food too. Where is it? Oh yeah. That's nice. Oh no, this one as well. Yeah, it's weird. This is cool though. It's kind of cute. Might use those straggler trees later on. Very tropical. Very tropical. Like my banana plant here. Okay. So archers and spears coming out across the map here. The Teuton player will arrive one villager ahead in terms of time. That's a terrible way to put it. Will arrive about 30 seconds. In and around 30 seconds faster to the castle age than the Berbers here. So yeah, we'll have a bit of map control with the knights, but once this gets upgraded, still won't be good. It's still not big enough numbers to take good trades against knights. And yeah, 4 knights immediately queued here. 2 TCs being dropped. You see this 0 harp? This is like very standard play. As soon as you get to castle age, you drop 2 TCs and you get as many villagers as you can, as quickly as you can. Okay, red is in the castle age now, getting bodkin and crossbow. This is a pretty textbook example. When you have a really safe base, doing this can be really nice. Especially as the Teutons, you get a super nice boom going. Okay, knights being produced inside the stables and camels being produced for the Berbers. Makes complete sense. But yeah, Teutons, knights are going to feel okay against the camels because of that extra armor. Also, monks are almost certainly going to come into play at some stage, and Teutons resist conversion. So yeah, Teutons so difficult to beat in a melee battle, even if you have the counter units. Really, really tough. Okay, second TC now coming up for the Berber player. +2 is now in for the knights. They will decimate this army now, no problem. There are camels here trying to break in, but everything is locked down except this wood. There's a TC on pretty much all the important resources. Wood, gold, farms, stone. Yeah. Now the knights can run in and the knights can just take a fight here. No problem. No problem. Armor just coming in for the camels. As blue... a big enough ball of camels now. It's definitely enough to defend here for blue. So he can just keep producing knights back here and keep his TCs running. Has a bit of idle time here, but he does have more TCs and is going to be pulling ahead on the villager count slowly. Still not quite there yet. Okay, knight's just going to engage. Yep, camels go down. Scouts running around the back, going to try and get some free hits on the archers. And yeah, Teuton knights, doesn't matter. Camels doesn't matter. Dead. Camels not with many upgrades either, just with the first armor. And I would even imagine that a higher elo player would GG after this fight. I hope these players don't GG. I hope they play on. I think they will, but yeah. That's the Teutons. Archers will just be shredded now. Not going to get any more damage. Maybe we'll pick off a knight if he micros very well. But yeah. Sneaky Koala just going to micro back with his knights. Weak ones, send the high HP ones back. Really nice play. Really smart. Look at all these weak knights that he's going to save with a monk. He's going to heal these up. It's just fantastic. Fantastic micro. Hera would be proud. Because he's focusing down the archers. And now it's just going to be full camel from the Berber player. So yeah. Will be a lot of camels. So we will need to see a monastery coming up from blue. Yeah, here we go. As blue is spreading out with villagers around here. Okay, interesting. He's being active with his scouts. Yeah. Great scouting by red. Look at this. And blue, let's see his scouting. Where's his scout? I'm blind. Great scouting by both players. Really nice. As they're going to be thinking about their relics as well and switching into monk play. Red already has some monks on the field. But again, Teutons with that nice bonus resisting conversion. Can be really tasty. Red just switching on to a third Red just adding a third TC now. So he is behind in eco. About 10 villagers behind. Yeah, the Teuton player feeling very, very nice about things. Lovely farming eco back here. Gonna get a monk out to heal up his knights. Such value from this monk when he heals up these knights. Absolutely incredible. Like, crazy. All right. So blue is definitely ahead. He has a villager patching up the walls here. Scouts chasing each other around, just trying to guard the relics by the looks of things. And yeah, villager for blue going around with the outposts. What did Hera say in his coaching stream? He said, if you have the low mobility civilization, then like you get so much value from just one villager going out in Castle Age and putting outposts everywhere like straight away. Obviously not at the expense of getting TCs up because these cost a little bit of stone, but yeah, he said just a good idea, good general idea. As we see a second monastery for the Teutons here. I see he's just kind of playing knights into camels, and might be able to get away with it because of the monks. Also, the Teuton monks have further healing range, so they can just sit back from the battle and heal the knights. Just the civ was built for melee battles. Really fantastic. Okay, slowly being healed up here. I can't overstate how good play this is. Saving all of these knights and healing them up. Really fantastic. Okay, outpost villager dueling with a lion at the top. Camels taking out the houses in the middle of the map. And yeah, red comes in with the first relic. Gonna come in with a second one now. Blue hasn't really been focused on relics actually, and there's scouts patrolling around this one. Fantastic use of the leftover scouts. Scouts kind of useless in the Castle Age in terms of fighting, especially when there's knights and camels and stuff involved, but can be used for scouting, funnily enough, and for guarding relics, because they will decimate monks. Yeah, so really nice. Here come the knights though. Monks trying to get a conversion. The knight's not fully healed. As the the attack now coming in for these knights. Monks coming forward trying to convert the camels. 4 converted camels just swings the fight completely. I think the knights might win the fight anyway. The armor coming in for the Berber player. Monks behind the wall is going to... Oh, it's going to be a forward castle from Sneaky Koala. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, on the production. Can force a fight here. Why not? Monks trying to get conversions. Teutons trying to get up on the hill. This is sketchy. This is sketchy. Knights trying to convert here. Few camels converted. That was a really bad fight for the Teutons there. He didn't really get up on the hill properly. Now fighting downhill. Camels taking good trades. Now he's still fighting uphill. Oh, yeah. Knights trying to deny the castle, but I think the castle goes up. The Teutons can now be microed back to the castle. Oh my goodness, that could have gone so much better for blue, but anyway, it's still okay. Yeah, instant murder holes for the Teutons. Garrisons everything. And yeah, really tough here. Villagers pop out though. Teutonic Knight, let's go. Yeah, Teutonic Knight just gonna really help out in these melee battles. And again, 3 murder holes, so he's just gonna fight here under the castle. More Teutonic Knights popping out, and these just kill everything. Oi, what a classy unit. Don't see these every day, but they're ideal in this situation. Big, messy melee battles, just having a few Teutonic Knights in there just ends everything. Fantastic. 14 plus 2 attack, 7 melee armor. Just, yeah. How much damage did they take from a camel? 1. By the looks of things, if my maths is correct. Yeah, so just continuing to add these guys. The weakness of these guys is archers, right? They don't have fantastic pierce armor and they're super slow. Yeah. Absolute hype for the Teutonic Knights. And yeah, if we were worried that the Teutons wouldn't win the melee battles, now they will. And red just kind of can't engage here. But yeah, blue went for the forward castle, but usually you go for a forward castle when you're on your way to imp, so you get trebs out. And then you can treb your opponent back, but blue doesn't look like he's close to clicking up anyway. Has a massive villager lead. Massive villager lead. So could idle and click up when he wants. In fact, I think he should do that. Instead, he's adding more Teutonic Knights. Yeah, and you feel like the only thing that can save the Berber player now is if he gets a castle up, goes up to imp, builds up a massive camel archers, and just patiently, slowly brings himself back into the game. Monk's trying to convert these guys. That's not ideal. Yeah, I don't like how he's brought these guys into the battle underneath the TC. Okay, one of them gets converted, goes down. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this fight from Lou. I think he's pushing the issue a bit too much. He can just go up to imp. Massive style points. Like, he gets the style points already. We'll already give him style points for the game. As he's just going to drop another castle. Okay. Berber Teutonic Knight here. Nice. Oh, these villagers are in range. It's all about who gets up to imp now. All that it's about. And I think red is making the better decisions here. Blue, I think, is, yeah, overcommitting. Overcommitting. Oh, no. What's happening at home? Oh, no, 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 no. Big raid for red in blue's base. So, yeah, this can definitely swing the game back. How many villagers are going down here? It's killed 20 villagers already. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, still a 30 villager lead, but it seems like it's going to change. Hey, blue adding more TCs. So, just not paying attention at home. And, like, what's the logic of this second castle now? Surely a castle, a safety castle at home would have been okay. It just seems like risky plays from blue. Really risky. And it's kind of only half paying off. There is a scout raid up here, which is kind of brutal. And red gonna drop more farms. Red is gonna be the first to click up, which is bizarre. And if he can get another castle down, and he has the res to get one, and he can get a serious production of camel archers going, I would love to see a castle on this hill or this hill just to protect these resources. Yeah, or just in the middle. That'll do. Okay, so red with the score lead. Red with the score lead, and he's gonna click up now. Has the res. Monks converting Teutonic Knights. Blue is trying to meme now, and it's just not going to work out for him. I think he's going to throw this game. I think he really might throw this game. Let's see. Like, the double castles are going to feel really silly in a few minutes when red is in him. But still, 5 TC boom from the Teutons feels pretty good. 4th TC out here for the Berbers. So yeah, should be catching up, right? Should be catching up. And yeah, we're seeing Camel Archer straight away. Camel Archer just absolutely the way to go here. Rams coming in for the TC and for the castle. So yeah, might go down. Could realistically go down to the Rams. If the Rams are queued properly. Teutonic Knights thinking about getting involved, then change their minds. Knights running over here now. He's the castle. Has to run away. Okay. Ballistics coming in. Handcart coming in. It's all about the Camel Archer here. Once he gets up to a big enough ball and just micros his heart out, he can win. Red can win. Blue will need to switch into Siege, I think. But the Berbers with their mobility with the Hussar later on can be brutal. Red just needs to buy himself time. And like, yeah. This isn't fantastic for... really isn't fantastic for blue at all. Now that the Camel Archers are here, being microed, I mean, in these numbers it's not fantastic, but still. Still a very useful unit to have. And I bet this TC stays up. I bet it stays up. Camel Archers microing down the elite Teutonic Knights, which are going to go down underneath the TC anyway. Rams go down. Forward tower, what is this? Why? Okay, red gets to imp first. He needs to, well, he gets bracer. I think he should sell some wood and get those trebs rolling. Just 3 trebs to get rid of these castles, and then just switch to full camel production. Camel archer production, but blue doing some raiding over here. Eco KD is now balancing out again. Sneaky Koala on 143 bills. Still hasn't clicked up. Has the res to click up, but still not doing it. Insane. Okay. Red thought about building here, then changed his mind. What is this tower about? The villagers are still here dropping towers, so Sneaky Koala just complete meme machine here. Oh my god. Very defensive castle here for red, but that's what he needs to do. I think this is perfect play. And yeah, I think he's making all the right decisions here. Yeah, these castles surely should go down, and the Teuton player is going to switch into scouts. Okay. Slow, tanky Teutonic scouts and guard tower. Okay, interesting. Okay. Villagers for the Berbers coming all the way out to take this stone, but there are a little army of Teutonic scouts here. Armor coming in now for the Berber player. 102 vills. but not a bad eco at all. Needs more farms, but just focused on camel production. 4 trebs is enough. Taking out this forward sneakiness from Sneaky Koala. I guess this is where the name comes from. Yeah, as the scouts arrive on the villagers here, and it'll be pretty decent. They do have all those upgrades. Okay, so scale mail armor coming in. Did we cancel that? No, we got it. Scale mail armor coming in. Heavy plow coming in for the Teuton player. 75 farms. Let's see what he goes for. Red getting some palisade walls up. Okay. Scout raids, if anything, are just going to buy the Teuton player time to get up. Has 71 farms, so we can just spam them all day. Okay. All right. Now that these castles have been cleared up, it's going to be about the micro of the camel archers. Chemistry coming in now for red. Blue getting another castle up, but it just feels vulnerable as hell. What's he going to go for? Going full scout cav and onager. Okay. Yeah, feels tough. Excuse me. We might see siege onager here. We may well see siege onager, which could be tasty. Siege onager and halberdier. Apparently kills everything. It was Sean who said that. I have no reason to doubt the man. More towers coming up for Sneaky Koala. Yeah, taking more map control, trying to anyway, but the camel archers are here. Guard towers gonna be okay, but all of this is gonna get pushed back, and he's way behind in score. Oh yeah, Eco KD remarkably even, and yeah, 152 bills for Sneaky Koala, not adding any more, just memeing now. He's just memeing, going for scouts, making some onagers now. The scouts are just getting shredded by the camel archer. Heavy camel rider coming in for the Berber player. I think this is a mistake. I don't know. I think this is not the best place to allocate resources right now. I mean, to speak about it in very basic terms, he needs 1 gold unit. That's the camel archers. And then 1 trash unit, which I think should be Hussar if he can get to enough farms. But anyway, this guy is 2k2 or 2k3, so I'm sure I know he knows better than me, so let's see. Here come the onager. Hey, and it is going to be Eichmann for the moment, but halberdier, onager. Villagers trying to trick out the trebs here, as knights from the Berbers will just start hacking away at this TC. Now he's getting cavalier and light cav. Going for all the cavalry. Don't think it's really necessary to get all of them. Like, your opponent is going halberdier and you're going to get all of the cavalry upgrades. Like, yeah, I think you just need to pick one, honestly. He does have a decent amount of gold income, right? He's going to take this gold. Well, being raided over here. Where's the rest of his gold? Oh, it's gone. Yeah, maybe he'll look back and wish he hadn't dumped all his gold into all these upgrades. Still has gold here, but he's not taking it, and there isn't much left anyway. But yeah, the push continues. The push continues. Onager's looking for a big shot, and they get 1. Okay. Yeah. Onagers do a lot of damage, but they are fragile. And yeah, now we're seeing light cav being produced. There's cavalier on the field, heavy camel on the field. Red with enough for another castle. Would love to see it forward on a hill. He's got enough castles that maybe could do with some more castles back here. As blue just continues to be sneaky, but in reverse. He's sneaking away from his opponent's base and making more production buildings. Oh yeah. Okay. Onager shot. Onager is just too fragile here. And I think this is red's game. Blue is throwing. Blue is absolutely throwing. 133 vills for him. Underneath 100 vills for the Berber player, so he's dying to these scout raids. And we see this beautiful defensive castle now for red. Love to see that. As he just has, yeah, big ball of trebs, which blue can't really cope with. And blue missed his chance to win this game, I think. But I think he was just memeing. I think he wasn't seriously trying to win with like going Teutonic Knights and towers in his opponent's base. He could have been up in Imp like 5 minutes before his opponent and just had trebs up in the castles, had a safety castle at home. Yeah, feels bad. As red will come for a TC on the stone here to control it, as he is just now cleaning up the scouts in his base and will now start to reboot. 30 villagers queued from 3 TCs. Going to be a 4th TC here unless it's denied, which it will be for now. But yeah, the red swarm continues forward and he's going for that TC. And he is on a hill, so yeah, this TC is just going to melt. As will lots of this production. And yeah, has the perfect response here. Camel Archer taking out, but Onager sneaking. Ooh, that's a lot of Onager. Where is he going with these Onager? Okay, just gonna camp this hill. Adding more barracks now. How many Camel Archers do we have? 22. Okay. Okay, red should be feeling okay now. He just needs to get his eco sorted out, get everything back to work. Still has the TC denied over here, but gonna drop that. Gonna drop that now. Cavalier are raiding. Blue on 120 vills. Camel Archers escorting the trebs further forward. Yeah, still a beautiful hill to take here. Gonna go for this TC now. Oh, Nelly. Okay, here we go. Big moments, big moments. Blue, if he's gonna win the game, it needs to be now. He needs to protect his trebs with the helps. Or his Onager. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, as the trebs will go down here, and the Camel Archer cannot engage. Thumbring coming in. Yeah, I think this is correct from red. Just realize that you can't defend your trebs and just go for a raid. Sneaky Koala says GG. Okay, fantastic. Okay, red won. Thought it was going to go the opposite way for a second. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, good game. Good game for sure. But yeah, that was a throw and a half from Sneaky Koala. I think he knew he was just memeing at the end because he was in such a commanding position. Had such a nice map, but couldn't finish off the Berber player, and we got into that composition we talked about, the Camel Archer, and I think Hussar was the option.